What is up, guys? My name is Flarez, and welcome back to more Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind. In the last episode, we returned the Baticle to, to let King Ingobert know that, we were successful, and Luke is alive! And with that, we also met an emissary from the New Order of Lorelei, a guy we've known for a while. His name is Largo. You might have heard of him before. Well, we had a little bit of a run-in with him, and Ingobert decided it was time for Natalia to know the truth. And so, Natalia is now aware of her birth father. Before we continue on with the plot, of which we are going... I actually don't even remember where we're going. Oh, I'm so bad at stuff. I want to come back up here into Ingobert's room and have a chat with him. Because we get a scene. Natalia, do you wish to know more about your real father? Father, you are my only father. It's all right. I'm well aware of how you feel. But if you have an interest in Largo, in Bodok, then go see your nanny in Caledonia. Father. And that now sprawls into a side quest of which we can do stuff. I just wanted to get that out of the way while we were still in the castle. Next up, I want to stop off in the manor and talk to Ramdis. And we should get a scene there. Awesome stuff. There's another There's another side quest that happens in the Fabra residence in the manor here at this point in the 3DS version, but apparently the PS2 version, it doesn't happen yet. Young master, this is truly a great honor. Huh? Did something happen? I am so proud. Please hear the details from His Grace. What's this about? Beats me. Luke, rejoice! You're to be named the Light of Lanvildir. Huh? My, that's wonderful. That's a great honor, Luke. Congratulations, Luke. Is that something really special? Oh yeah, you wouldn't have had any way to know about it. The Light of Lanvildir is our nation's highest honor. My brother is awarding you this distinction to acknowledge your great achievement in neutralizing the miasma and not dying. I think you should be happy, Luke. This sort of thing is the only way in which nations can show their show their thanks. Also, though you have not yet officially entered court society, His Majesty will be specially granting you noble rank. Once the world has settled down, we'll have to have you make a dramatic society debut. Words are hard, but I'm a replica. Are you still saying things like that? You are a member of House Fabra. I'm sure His Majesty will also grant rank to the other Luke as well. But this medal and rank are because of your efforts. Your formal dress for your ceremony is awaiting in your room. Go get dressed. This thing is tight. Damn, I look spiffy. Whoa, Luke looks like a prince. Well, that's not far from the truth after all. A medal, huh? I didn't really set out to save the world or anything. Should I really be getting this? I don't see why not. I think you've worked hard, Luke. Unless you feel any strong objection, go ahead and accept it. It's not something you'll regret having. Jade is right. I think Father wants to apologize to you. He sent you to die not just once, but twice. Okay. Why is this not a voiced scene? Like, for Cirrus. We will now present Luke, eldest son of the House of Duke Fabra, with the Light of Landvaldir Award, and bestow upon him rank as a noble of Kimlaska Landvaldir. Luke, you've done well. Thank you. The kingdom hereby grants Luke von Fabra the rank of Viscount. Viscount? Viscount. Viscount. How the fuck do I say words? It is Viscount. I was right. Okay. We're gonna say Viscount as a joke, though, because it's hilarious. Congratulations, Luke. No, from now on, I shall call you Viscount Luke, or Viscount Fabra. Congratulations, Viscount Fabra. Thank you. The miasma wouldn't have been neutralized had you not risked your life. We thank you. You are our nation's hero. No, I'm no hero. Don't be humble, Luke. We are truly grateful. I will never forget this day. Luke has received the Viscount title, which is a costume title. Let's get that thing on because it looks fancy AF. I didn't actually read the description on that. He came to be known as a worthy Viscount when he risked his life to save the world. Damn, I'm fab. It looks pretty cool, actually. I'm willing to run around in this for a little while. Alright, so, I'm gonna stop off in the manor once more just to see if maybe I can trigger it. I know I should just follow the guide. The guide is being like, hey, if you got the PS2 version, you can't do this yet. And I'm like, I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, no, Duke Fabra is supposed to be in the entrance hall here. So we will have to wait. Alright, so, I suppose we're off for Cassidonia. Don't know why I said it like that, but I did. I definitely said a thing like that. While we're here in Cassidonia, I suppose we can stop off in Din's shop, just because we've probably picked some stuff up since the last time we were here. I just kind of assume we are, or we have trade items. Look at all this stuff that we've gotten. Look, stuff. Yes. You'll hang on to them. Whoa, I can order a sword, staff, spear, bow. 4 types of items. Average payment. Yeah. All right. Now I exit. And I walk back in. And we wait for the loading screen. And we talk to Din. There we go. Made scimitar, bastard sword, mace, and a gothic mace, and a corseska, and a partisan, and a self bow, and a hunting bow. Wow, we made a lot of things. I don't think anything is better than what we already have. Unfortunately. Still waiting to get something better than the cater's bow for Natalia, for Natalia. Said the right name. My brain don't want to work anymore. All right, so we need to head up to Aster's mansion, which means we're going to see Waluigi again. Potentially. I don't actually think we are going to see Waluigi. Maybe? Shrug? Let's go to Waluigi's house, where we might possibly see Waluigi. And Waluigi will ask, wow, why are you dressed like that, huh? True thing that would happen in this situation. I'm gonna enter the door here so that I... Hey, it just throws me right into it. Your Highness. Nanny. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. I'm a callous old lady who helped Mose bring you great pain. Please forgive me. Nanny, no. Grandmother. Please, tell me about my father, Badok. But, please. All right. You may have heard this from your friends already, but Badak worked as a guard for a caravan that traveled across the desert. He was a very kind man and took great care of Sylvia, who was so often sick. When they were blessed with a child, he was so excited. What will we name her? What should we do about toys? Let's remodel the house and add a room for the child. It was quite the commotion. Father. And yet, I took you from them. For the sake of your country? No, for the sake of the queen consort. She had been troubled for some time that she had been unable to conceive a child. So I quickly consulted a scorer. The scorer read a score that stated Meryl would become the princess. And because of that, right after their child was born, Badak headed out on his next job and was away at the time. When he returned and learned that the child had been taken, he rushed to the castle. But naturally no one would listen to him, and he got into a fight with the guards, killing one of them. And so he left Badakal. The one who twisted Badak's fate, and yours as well, was the old lady you see before you. I am ready for any punishment. Nanny, that is not why I have come here. I don't think His Majesty wants that either. Your Highness, you too must have suffered when you lost Sylvia. Thank you for telling me everything, Nanny. Huh. Well, that pretty much lines up with everything that Largo said last time. Well, I suppose we're off for Belkind now. I'll meet you guys there. I got stuck in a cat. Alright, so inside the phone machine lab, we want to go north. And then north again. And then west. Is something wrong? Dr. Balfour, perfect timing. I was just organizing the chemicals here, but I had lost the paper with the chemical names written on it. Hey you, I have something I want you to investigate. What was that? What was that smoke? You inhaled it, didn't you? This is terrible. Terrible? What's terrible? What the hell was that smoke? I know part of it was phonamine powder, but I don't know what the other chemical was. That means I don't know whether it was harmless or toxic either. Wait a minute, what does that mean? Is it just my imagination? It feels like my chest is starting to hurt. My pulse is quickening. There's definitely a reaction occurring. This is bad. I'm sorry. I never imagined the door would open like that. Are you saying it's my fault? Who cares whose fault it is? Jade, what are we going to do? I'm afraid I don't have an answer for you. Without determining what the chemical was, there's nothing we can do. The chemical was entirely vaporized. Vaporized? Words are hard. Then let's have a doctor examine the symptoms. I believe Shu was here before. Right, I'll inform everyone about what happened. Was it all right to send him? I doubted something that would be contagious. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right now, we need to determine what the chemical was. In the worst case scenario, everyone in this facility could die. At any rate, let's go see Shu. Fast. And fast. Hey, the doctor's not here. Where the heck did he go at a time like this? I'm feeling kind of tired. I think I'm going to throw up. I feel faint. This is a problem. I actually didn't inhale much myself. Hey, Four Eyes, can't you do something in place of the doctor? Me? I heard from Dis that you studied as a doctor. Oh, well, to some degree. I specialized in autopsies, though. Whatever, a coroner is still a doctor. Do something. All right, then I'll need one of you to become a test subject. Who will perform that role? Well, according to the side quest guide here, if we choose Luke, Tyr, Annis, or Guy, we will get a different skit depending on which character we chose. Apparently, Natalia doesn't get a skit, and Ash will not join the party, so... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If you always let it go, my mother said you are the very best one, and you are definitely it. Tyr. I volunteer. You finally had the miasma removed from you, and now you want to do this? Don't blame me if anything happens. Well then, let's begin the examination. That's a nice costume you got there, Jade. A cursory examination showed no noticeable symptoms, so I conducted a blood test, a phonon test, and a sonograph. And I have a good idea what the chemical was mixed in with the phonamine. I've mixed an experimental antidote. May I ask you to try it? Guess I'll pray for Yulia's blessing. And then Tyr died. Oh no, there's no pulse. Oh shit. Wait, what? Jade! Oh dear, I must have administered too much. It was a costly sacrifice, but this makes for useful data. Jade, you bastard! But now we've learned the appropriate volume of antidote. How can you say that? What was that animation? It was a fairly strong mixture, so if too much is administered, a phonon rejection reaction may cause a temporary death-like state. That's why he was completely calm. Was what I was going to explain, but you drank it before I could. Thanks to Dr. Balfour's antidote, no one was hurt. I believe the chemical mixed with the phonamine was atomic ether acid. The resultant smoke likely began breaking down oxygen within the bloodstream. Thank you, I'm sorry for the trouble. I'm truly impressed. Your skills extend even into the medical realm. It was no trouble at all. I rarely have the chance to administer injections on living human beings, so I rather enjoyed it. Nothing good happens when I get involved with you people. Hey, where are you going? Didn't you have something to do here? Nothing ever goes smoothly with you people around. I'll come back later. Jade has received the Dr. Mambo title. Mambo. Something. Well, I believe that is a costume title though, so yeah, it is. We could put Jade in his costume. Jade's a doctor. Status, Jade. Dr. Mambo. The glasses, the grin. You're ready to perform an experiment in the name of medicine. See, I look great. I look fantastic. As a soldier. Are you angry? No, but I would have liked to be told ahead of time that I would lose consciousness. Tyr, a soldier must be able to deal calmly with when the unexpected occurs. I know that, but if you had been properly maintaining your mental condition, you would not have been so shaken. Yes, perhaps you're right. Well, as long as you understand, I'll just be leaving now. Don't let him talk his way out of it. Childhood dreams. These clothes remind me of my childhood. Your childhood? Colonel, you don't mean... Oh my, you were a naughty boy, huh? Yes, for a time. I was uncertain whether to become a doctor or a scholar. Oh, was that all that it was about? And you ended up becoming a soldier, huh? Now you take lives instead of save them. Pretty ironic. Not particularly. I was planning on becoming an does autopsies. Autopsist. No, human organs are really quite beautiful, you know? I missed part of that, yeah. Kinda sorta royal. Wow, Luke, you look kinda like a prince in that. What's with the kind of? He is royalty, more or less. He does wear it reasonably well. I suppose he looks kind of noble for a change. You're all so honest, aren't you? That's why I didn't want to wear this. Damn it. Yes, god damn it, Jade. With your hands in your pockets in your lab coat. Look at him run. Look at him run. Alright, we're off for Yulia City now. Alright, so back in Yulia City, before we go and do what we needed to do, which I just remember that Yulia City is where we need to be. Because we're going to talk to Theodora about how we're supposed to disperse the planet storm or something. We actually want to come into Tyr's room real quick and head back to the Selenia Garden this away. Because we'll get a scene! What is it, Luke? Oh, when I come to the city, it reminds me of just how bad a person I was. Feeling penitent again? It's certainly better to feel remorse than not to, but you can't spend all your time like that. I know, I don't mean I'm going to start moping around, it's just, this is the place where I made up my mind to change. Yeah, you cut your hair here. How did you know that? I only pretended to change on the outside. My, didn't you want to change from the bottom of your heart? You've devoted yourself to atoning for what you did. Yeah, the feelings I felt then were no lie. I was serious. But time and again, I kept learning that those feelings were naive. After I killed someone for the first time aboard the Tartarus, I made a vow that I'd fight. At the time, I didn't understand the fear of really killing people at all. After Exariuth, I just made excuse after excuse, and I didn't even realize I was being rebuked for it. Everyone left me, and I didn't want to be abandoned. So even though I didn't really understand anything, I cut my hair and made up my mind to do whatever it took. I cut my hair as a symbol of the strength of my resolve. But when I thought I might actually die for real, I realized how just weak that resolve was. And you want to whine for a bit now? No, I'm happy I've been able to realize things like that, even if only little by little. And I hope from now on that I can avoid doing things that I'll look back on and regret over how naive I was. I think it's going to be hard, but that's how I want to try to live. Your feelings have always been sincere at the time, correct? Huh? Well, yeah, I was immature, but I meant what I said. Then isn't that enough? Human beings are not perfect. Yeah, are you just trying to pretend to be all mature now or something? No, of course not. Yeah, it did sound like that. You've come this far doing what you think is best, right? Don't make excuses for it. It makes you sound pathetic. Yes, I don't think there are any words to be said about this sort of thing. Actions speak louder than words. Sorry. Well, I think you're mature, Master. Thanks, Mew. Where's my shut up thing? Welp. That was great. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about that. I'm really upset that none of those been voice scenes. So now that we've spent so much time just kind of character developing, let's go talk to Teodoro and figure out what the hell we're gonna do next. If I had to guess, we're probably going to revisit a dungeon. Just a hunch. Yeah.
What do we need to do to stop the planet storm?
The planet storm is controlled by a giant phonic glyph. It's said that Yulia used the Sword of Lorelei to carve the phonic glyph into the land.
So we'll need to do something about that phonic glyph.
The Sword of Lorelei gathers 7th phonons, and the jewel disperses them. If Yulia gathered 7th phonons with the Sword of Lorelei and opened the gate, then we should be able to disperse them with the jewel and close it.
Do we even know how to use the jewel?
Let us use documents from the time to analyze the jewel here.
Thank you.
Could we split up for a bit while that's being done?
That's unusual coming from you, Tyr.
I don't see why not.
Then we'll meet back here later.
Okay. I'm all alone now. Dunno why. Shrugs. Peculiar. Seems like a weird time to just disperse.
How are you feeling?
Fine right now, but Tyr and Mew found out.
Mew, I know.
God damn it!
I see. So Tyr knows. Poor thing.
Yeah, I feel bad for making her worry about me.
You're amazingly dense, aren't you, Luke?
You don't know the half of it, Jade.
I don't think so.
Oh? Well, then perhaps you're so preoccupied with her that you haven't noticed. Or maybe it's a self-defense reflex. Oh well, it's none of my business.
What are you talking about?
I'm just telling you to go see Tyr. Go on.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least he was blunt about it. Where's everybody else, though? I want to talk to everybody. There's a replica in here still. How you doing? The phone stone is amazing. You don't say shit. Because you're a jerk. I imagine the other three are out here then, and Tyr's probably back at her house. I would assume, anyway. Just makes sense. Yeah, here's Guy.
Tyr seems pretty cold, but she's actually pretty nice, huh?
What do you mean?
You haven't really seen her at all.
Sure I have. She's always hard on me. Well, she's nice sometimes, I guess.
Are you stupid? Only a child needs kindness to be blatantly obvious in order to see it. If you haven't realized it for yourself yet, go and look for her now and see what you find.
Huh. Oh, Luke. Luke will learn eventually. There's still nothing down here for me. All right, where's Annis and Natalia? They're not over here. I imagine they might be back here then. No? I was thinking maybe. Then where did they go? Did they go to Tyr's house then? It's the only place I could imagine they go. They would go. I don't know. Words are hard sometimes. Occasionally they're difficult or something. I was kind of doubting that anybody would be in here. Okay. Okay. I imagine Tyr's up here then? Perhaps in the Selenia garden?
Tyr, do you mind if I ask you how it felt? When you learned that that your brother had this terrible plan.
So where's Annis? I found where Natalia is, but where's Annis?
It didn't sound real.
Real?
Yes, it felt like I was listening to a story. I didn't understand what he was talking about.
I think I know what you mean. My whole mind just went blank for a moment.
After that, I frantically investigated what he was trying to do. And I decided I had to stop him no matter what, even if it killed the both of us.
How did you become so determined?
Van was the only relative I had in this world. As one who shared the same blood, I felt I had to stop him. No matter how many times I asked him, he wouldn't tell me the truth. When I first confronted Van, turned my blade on him, I was like a cornered animal. I couldn't see anything at all.
Tear.
You shouldn't make the same choice I did, and I don't think you need to.
I want to save this world, even if the planet's memory really is absolute. Yulia left behind an absolute score, yet she didn't read anything in it about replicas. I want to bet on that, on the hope that Luke represents.
Yes, Luke taught us that people can change. Watching him, I put to rest the old me that thought of nothing but killing my brother. I was able to try to understand Van's real feelings.
But I have a feeling I understand why Largo was supporting Van. I don't mean to say that he should be allowed to do what he's doing, but...
Natalia, I don't think it's necessary to understand everything rationally.
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
I can say this only because I hold on so hard to being rational. Some answers you can only find by letting go.
Tear, thank you.
I should leave Natalia to Tyr for now. I'll head back to Teodoro.
Thinking of Tyr. Tyr's in the same position as Natalia, isn't she? She never shows it, so I tend to forget. Tyr's a nice person, so she doesn't let you see when she's hurt. Yeah, I know, but... So just be nice to her. I said I know, thing. You don't need to tell me. Mew. Master, can I ask you something? What? Why do you call me thing? Oh, well, you know, you're blue and have weird ears, sound like a girl and breathe fire. You're a thing. Mew. I don't understand. Don't worry. Anyway, I'll try to keep Tyr in mind. What if I try to go back up? I should go see Teodoro. I was just gonna barge upstairs. Yeah. So where the hell is Annis? Well, it doesn't matter because Guy's not standing here, so that means a reset, everybody. Well. I imagine maybe she was by the Yulia Road. That's the only place I didn't really check.
Just as I thought, this jewel is inscribed with a phonic art as well. Please focus 7th phonons into it. Its dispersive power and phonic art will activate, stopping the phonic glyph.
That'll close the gate, huh?
Yes, I would seal it off at the absorption gate. That's where the planet storm finishes its cycle. Closing it there is the most logical choice.
It is? I mean, I guess you would still get phonons out of the planet. They just want to go back in.
The absorption gate. That's where we fought Van.
Tyr. If we stop the planet storm, we'll be able to approach Eldrant. It may be painful for you, but let's do our best.
And let's be honest, going up to Eldrant, if Van is alive, as the game has been hinting at, we're gonna have to fight him again.
Right.
What about you, Natalia? Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. Thank you. Hey, what about me? And me!
Okay. Is everybody ready?
Ready!
Then we're off to the absorption gate. Wait, one of those responses sounded weird.
Oh, details. There's no time, Luke. Let's go.
The final confrontation. So, we're finally going to confront the new Order of Lorelei. Natalia looked really troubled. She doesn't have much time to make her decision. And she knows that, which makes things even harder on her. Why doesn't she just run away? She doesn't need to fight her real father. Yeah, I know. But she is who she is now because she's never turned aside from the obstacles in her path. She won't run away even if we tell her to, huh? Well, if she's a burden, we'll leave her behind. If she doesn't want that, she'll have to settle her feelings. Tough as usual, aren't ya? I'm only stating the obvious. I mean, he is. That is a fact. So we're off to the absorption gate once again. With that knowledge in hand, I think we are going to call it quits for today's episode of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like down below, dislike it if you thought it sucked, leave a comment if you feel so obligated to do so, or just want to say hi. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss the next one, and until the next one, my name is Flares. Thank you for checking out the video. And I'll see you guys right back here for the next episode of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss Blind.